pillows. Looks like a dead animal. Long time no see. I feel like I haven't filmed a YouTube video in so long. If you follow any of my social media, I've been so many places recently and I'm so exhausted, to be honest. And I should be saying that because as this is up, I'm flying to Vancouver to start my Note to Self tour. So before I begin this, it's a story time. Don't shoot me. Before I begin the storytime video, if you haven't bought tickets to my tour, I am starting tour tomorrow, so notetoselftour.com. I'm excited to see you. It's gonna be so fucking cool. There's still tickets available, so definitely show up. By the, I don't know what I'm gonna call this video, but by the title and by the thumbnail, this is gonna seem so clickbaity, but I swear to God, it's not. I may be a dramatic person, but this has really been freaking me out. So for all of you that know, I moved into this place it was like August of last year, so it's relatively new. Everything has been normal. It's been a cute little home. It's been fun, it's open, it's bright. It wasn't until recently that a couple weird things have been happening, several weird things, and they all happened in the span of a week. But so long story short, I swear to God, my house is haunted. Or so many weird things have been happening that it's just a weird string of coincidences, but which is probably it. Normally I'm a realist. I don't believe normally in ghosts, but as soon as something spooky happens to me, I'm like, holy shit, they know I don't believe, therefore they're coming for me. I'm so shaky from the caffeine, just hyped up. First of all, I have a raccoon that has been visiting me in my little gated home, and it all started happening around the raccoon's appearance. So it's either the raccoon or it's a ghost. The raccoon is relevant to the story, that's why I brought it up. Okay, first weird thing that happened. This window right here, this window, as you can see, there's a little latch to open it, and then there's a screen on the other side, so it's not like anything can get in. But there's a little latch, and it has like a good ½ an inch to an inch that it has to be lifted up and then opened. It's not like an easy, it doesn't open on its own. But so when I noticed I had a raccoon, I was constantly at night just looking, just me in my house alone, just looking for the raccoon outside. And so one of the times I opened this window, I looked out, didn't see it, shut it very hard, sat on this couch, was watching an entire movie, sat here for 2 whole hours, got tired, it was about midnight, went to set my house alarm so that if anyone breaks in, it goes off because I'm terrified of burglars. So I set the house alarm and I go into my room, I shut the door, and I start getting ready for bed. And for most house alarms, once they're set, they let you know they're set, so it does like a collective beep in the house. So it does its collective beep, and which means the house alarm is on. I get into bed, get ready for bed, and then the house alarm goes off really quickly after it was set. So I was like, that must be some weird glitch. I've never had it go off before. It was a little bit freaky because it was midnight and it's super loud. So I run out here, which I'm in hindsight surprised because I don't feel like I'm that brave, but I ran out here immediately and this window was completely open against the wall right there. Completely open. It wasn't windy. I was just in the room a minute before. It freaked me out a little bit, but I was also like, it's probably a coincidence. So this is the point in the story where it's like paranormal activity, and that is night one. Night one, something little happens and you're like, it's just normal. Windows open on their own completely by themselves. But it's fine. Nothing happened. I went to bed. I may have lost like an hour's sleep because I was nervous, but I went to bed. Next day, a similar thing happens. In another room, far that direction, I have windows just like these, the same type of latching situation. I want to remind you that it's difficult to open them. Maybe if there was the biggest gust of wind in the world, somehow they would open, but that's never happened before. So the window in that room, I don't know what I was doing. I was probably looking for that damn raccoon again. So I went to open some windows. I opened, a couple windows, keep them wide open. After a while, I wanted to close the windows, so I closed all the windows. I leave to go out for lunch and I come back home. And when I come back home, I can hear outside still in the house. So I'm like, something's open. That's really strange. I walk into that room and the window that I had opened but shut was the same type of thing, completely wide open. Not a little crack. It doesn't really open. Oop, drama. So the fact that it was wide open and it wasn't windy outside, again, freaked me out. I've been here for like half a year and have done this several times and it's never happened before. So the fact that it happened to 2 windows 2 times in a row really freaked me out. I got really kind of nervous at that point. I was just paranoid as fuck probably. So that was day 2. Day 3. I'm pretty sure this one was 2 days later, but 2 days later, another thing happened. Did the whole usual routine, set the alarm, went to bed, That's the routine. But so I did everything normal. It was a normal night, no weird weather, nothing creepy or eerie. So I actually own a Google Home, those little Google things that you say, hey Google, look, oh wait, I shouldn't say it because then it's gonna talk to me. Hey Google, search for this, and it just searches. So it's voice activated, and if you've ever played with one, it's really good. It's on all the time, and if you're in a room away from it, you can still yell and it will hear you. I've always found it creepy because it's on at all times, and anytime you say, okay Google, it will turn on. I'm just waiting for it to turn on. I think it's unplugged. So it's like 3 in the morning, and it's a little bit hazy because obviously I was sleeping, but I get woken up at 3 in the morning to my Google Home going off. It's voice activated. That's the only way to turn it on. And I woke up to it making these weird noises like it was being used or turned on. It gives me kind of chills because I've had it for a long time. I rarely use it, and I've never heard it make these noises. It was as if it was starting up even though it's always on. Thank God it didn't answer a question. Jesus Christ. Imagine if it answered a question. Oh my God. I wake up at 3 a.m. and it's answering some questions about 13 reasons why or something, and I'm like, ah! But either way, so I wake up and I hear it going off, and I froze because I immediately knew what it was, and it's right outside my door. And unless I was talking in my sleep, which I've never done before, that one is still really, I don't know, and it's really unexplainable, and I want to throw it away at this very moment. I'm looking at it as if it's something I absolutely despise, and I'm like, I need to throw it away. But yeah, so after that, it took me a really long time to fall asleep. I convinced myself that the power went off and then went back on and it turned on, but that wasn't the case because all of my clocks were set. I don't know. Those 3 things happened within the same week, and then luckily I went on my book tour, so I got to leave my house, and I shit you not, I was so happy to leave after those three things had happened so quickly in a row. I still don't know if I mean, like, there's no way to prove that it's a ghost, but it was just weird. None of that stuff has happened before. I'm not one to believe in the paranormal, but it was just a weird string of coincidences, and I'm so glad that I'm leaving again for a hot minute because I just frankly don't want to be here. Nothing having to do with the paranormal, just paranoid. Para-annoyed. I hate myself. That's the story. There's no end to it because luckily I'm living. Have you guys ever had anything weird like that happen? I really haven't. I've had friends that have had situations, happenings, and occurrences where they think they've encountered a ghost. But I know the human brain plays tricks on us, so I want to take that into account, but it's weird. It was just really weird and unexplainable. But yeah, if you have any stories, please leave them in the comments down below. I wanted to film a fun video, which I don't know if this was fun. I mean, it was great to get it off my chest, but also now it's out into the world, and if there is a ghost, it's listening. Don't kill me. Kindly go to the neighbors. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please click the like button, and if you're new, please subscribe. I'm on tour right now, so that is notetoselftour.com. I also have a book out, which is why I'm on tour. That's notetoself.connor.com. Me scared. I just heard something in the tree. Okay, I love you guys. No one die via ghost. What is happening? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to big thumbs up, leave a comment below. Bye. Or something, and I'm like, ah!